Says, hey everybody, this is Andy Leonard with Data Driven, the podcast where we talk about all things data science. We talk about machine learning, artificial intelligence, and gosh, I don't know which category your stuff falls into. I guess data science? Not sure.
BI, really.
Really still business intelligence? Yeah, which I think a lot of BI is.
There's overlap.
A lot of overlap in that. So with me today is...
Hi, I'm Meagan Longoria.
And Megan is, who are you with, Megan?
I work for Blue Granite.
Cool. What do you do there?
I'm a solution architect. We're a business intelligence and analytics consulting company.
Cool. Competition. It's okay. They're great. Okay, so not only do you do that, but you're also active in Pass. You're obviously at SQL Saturday, Albuquerque.
Yep.
You just finished a presentation on, what did you talk about?
Accessibility in PowerBI reports. So how to make graphs and data visualization that people can use even when they have vision impairments or motor skill issues where they may not use a mouse.
That is very interesting. Now, see, I'm sorry I missed that. So it's not so. I know you talk about things like you said, vision impairments, color blindness. I know that's a big deal. How do you make the reports show those people? Because I know a lot of men are red-green blind, and red-green turns out to be pretty useful in business intelligence and reporting.
Yeah. So
you've got all of these green things and then this one red thing, and they're just gray. So how do you do that? How do you mess with that? How do you fix it?
A lot of the recommendation is to use an icon instead of just color. So that helps people who also can't see the color in any way.
Gotcha.
Who just have low vision, is not specific to color. Other things you can do is change the size of text. When you're doing color in general, if you try to make the color that needs the most attention be really intense color, and then maybe if it's green, if you want to do red and green, then make your green light, because everything's happy. You don't really need to look at this. But your red is intense. You're saying, oh my gosh, hey, look over here.
Right.
This is bad. Look at me.
That's a really good thought. So you talked about a ton more stuff, I'm sure, in there. So we didn't give away the farm here.
No.
Blue Granite's not going to sue and say, Megan just told all the secrets.
Nope, and that one's for free on my blog anyway.
Well, there you go. That's awesome. Very good. Well, speaking about your blog, what is the address?
Datasavvy.me.
And so for people like me who can't spell, data and then SAVVY .me.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I've actually read your blog because Megan does BEML stuff too.
I do.
She's very good at it. I've learned stuff reading her blog. You should too. I'm just saying. Okay, so the Pass Summit coming up in November, first week of November in Seattle. And is this your first pre-con?
It is. I'm doing a pre-con with Melissa Coates, also known as SQL Chick.
Wow.
She is amazing and awesome. And we are teaming up to talk about Azure architecture.
Nice. So I know Melissa does a pre-con at SQL Saturdays on data lakes.
Yes.
Is there going to be some data lake stuff in there?
There will be. Okay. So we're going to try to take you through kind of an end-to-end different reference architecture solutions for where we used to just do, hey, everything's on a SQL Server box.
Right.
And so you may just have a big data warehouse with some SSIS and an analysis services database.
Okay.
Now, what does that turn into in the Azure world? Well, a lot of times it may be Data Factory with a data lake, and do you do Azure SQL DW or DB? We are bombarded with choices.
Right.
And so there are lots of reference architectures if you know what service you're using in Azure. But your first decision is actually, which one do I use and why do I do that? So
you're going to provide some guidance on what to use and why to use it.
Yes.
That's interesting. Okay. Well, I know I'll do a shout out here to my daughter Penny, who works with me. She's a fan, by the way. And she's thinking about coming to the pre-con. So I'm hoping she's able to do it. She'll be at the summit one way or the other. We don't know if she's been selected to speak yet, but we pitched a co-presenting thing about a real-life project that we did. And I presented earlier here, too, at SQL Saturday Albuquerque, and I talked about how to make SSIS go faster, and we were trying to load Aurora, AWS, MySQL in the cloud. Lots of fun there, but I came up with a really cool pattern that helped us out a lot. So she loves telling that story. If not, or even if so, she's going to be manning the exhibition hall enterprise data and analytics. Where is it? There we go. The Edna booth. There. So looking forward to it. I had to catch you laughing. So we got a little plug in there, because Blue Granite, I would say Blue Granite and enterprise data and analytics compete, except there's just so much work out there. We're not really competing.
Right.
Nobody's calling me and saying, I talked to Blue Granite, and nobody's probably calling you and saying, well, I already talked to Enterprise Data and Analytics.
Nope, and I've recommended you for stuff
Well,
before.
thanks.
So.
Well, I've recommended you for some BIML work back when that's all I thought you did. So, I'm sorry. But you've done a lot. Now, are you a BIML hero?
I'm not.
Not a BIML hero? Are you?
No.
But you're in the
Working
kind of in the
on
pipe. Okay.
Yeah, I'm spread across so many technologies that I tend to do something really intensely for a while and then hop off of it. So like DataBiz has been a lot more intense lately.
Gotcha.
And I'll go back and I still do BIML and I just did a project with it, but it kind of comes and goes.
Yeah. Well, I think we actually had an exchange about that project. There was some stuff you were running into. I don't think I was much help. Oh. But I remember us chatting about it a couple months ago.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool. Well, I can't wait to see the pre-con. I want to see if I can go in there too. I don't know. I'm doing one too. My first one solo, which I'm nervous about that one, but looking forward to it. I've actually rewritten about half of it already. It may be completely rewritten. I've done this pre-con. In fact, I'm doing it in New York in about 2 weeks. And so, but it's going to be different. It's named the same topics, different demos and stuff. Anyway, Meagan, thank you so much for being on this DataPoint with us. And I hope you have a great rest of your trip here in Albuquerque.
All right.
I'm getting ready to leave. I'm going to Chicago.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Hi, thanks.